Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Heidi from Heidi's Road to Happiness. Heidi. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't been here for a while. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, I believe, I would like to say. I've had quite a few things going on. I got my book because lots has been going on. So I just wrote some things down so I can get through it without wasting our time and without taking up too much whatever. Anyway, so because of the second blockage, right, in my head, I started looking into some different things, which takes time. You got to investigate what's going on. So it's blocked. I got to get it softened up and get it loosened up because if it hardens, it can snap, and we don't want that. Okay, so we got to really focus on the diet. So that's taken up a little bit of a time. It's a lot of investigation. I almost feel like a medical professional. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. So after they found the blockage, I said, well, what's going on in my chest? So we started some procedures, and it was about a week before I got in for an angiogram. I'm just going to keep talking while I give my dog some treats because he's bugging me. So anyway, I went in for the angiogram, and they went in through the groin, and the doctor come in before the surgery, as they always do, and he says, so, with every procedure such as this, you could have a heart attack, you can have a stroke, or you can die. Please sign here. And I'm like, oh. And then, of course, with my witty self, I'm like, good thing you're cute. Give me the paper. And I signed it. So I went in, got the procedure done, and lickety split, people. You know what I mean? Anyway, while I'm on the table, hi, you got nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. And I'm like, okay, I got nothing to worry about. So it's just my head is full of shit. Plaque. It's full of plaque. So that's fine. So I get out of there, and they give me a list of to-dos and to-don'ts, I gather, when you get out of there. No driving for this long, blah, blah, blah. It says that you can have sex after 2 days. And I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. Do you have someone lined up for me? Maybe the doctor there. Anyway, yeah, so I leave. Everything's fine. After 2 days, everything's great. I decided, okay, I'm going to go have a shower. So I get in the shower, and I put my legs to the side to ensure that I'm anchored because I get dizzy sometimes, right? So I'm doing my thing. I sneeze or cough. I can't remember. All of a sudden, it's like pop. There's a pop in my groin, and it's starting to swell up it's swelling up, and it's turning black at the same time. So I called my ex because he's pretty close. He's a half a block away. My mom's only 2 minutes away, but then you gotta enjoy the mom look. Oh, are you gonna be okay? You're gonna be fine. Oh, I don't want that. Just call you. He came. It was great. He was wonderful. And then I forgot that he hates hospitals, so I sent him away right away. But yeah, he's like, I'll stay. I'll stay. It's okay. I'm like, no, go, have fun. I'm good. I'm sure I'm not dying. It's not a big deal. Just gotta figure out what's going on. Well, I gather I was bleeding internally because I popped something when I did whatever. And that's okay. I'm not going to die. Everything's fine. Go home. So that's great. I'm like, yeah, pretty heavy. So, that's just the medical stuff, right? Okay. So, then, of course, my equipment has not been playing fair. And today I'm using my camera. I'm hoping we're going to make it through, and I'm hoping it's going to get out there. So, wish me luck. Coming soon to a theater near you. So, recently I was chatting with one of my girls because I have a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of weird, and I'm not going to get into it. But I was chatting to her about what was going on, and she mentioned the term sunk cost fallacy. I have no idea. I've never heard this term, sunk cost fallacy. She explained it, but I looked it up, and this is the definition of sunk cost fallacy: a phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavily in it, where it is clear the abandonment would be more beneficial. Cost-sunk fallacy creeps into a lot of major financial decisions. And I thought, oh, okay. So here are some um, examples, is the word, okay? It's where you're doing something that used to feel good but doesn't anymore. Why do we keep doing it? Well, we've always done it like that. It's a tradition. The family always handles things in this manner. Well, I've been at this job for 10 years. I got it. I got a lot invested in it. I got like some stuff that I'm saving over here. I've had a hobby since I was a kid, but I don't like it no more. I used to do stamps, and then I'm like, oh. Or you dealt with a situation and a person in the same manner for years, and at the end, you know, what does this cause? You keep doing the same thing over and over and over, right? Is it the right thing just because you do it the same all the time? So if you hate your job, why don't you leave your job? Why don't you change your job? If you have a spouse, they should appreciate how you feel and will be willing to support you while you figure out what you need to do to get away from something you don't like, correct? If you no longer get happiness or the feeling of happiness from a hobby, why do you keep doing it? Maybe it's too costly and it's really causing you a burden to keep up. Maybe you're really too focused on it and your family members have some issues with it. So there's a lot of things where you might not be enjoying that anymore. Maybe your situation is with the person, right? And it's the same thing, like you keep doing the same thing with the same people. And I think a lot of times about, my marriage and how I stayed too long and I allowed it and then I forgave it and I just kept doing it, right? So, but is that the best thing for us? Keeping somebody just because it's less of a hassle? Some guys think, oh, it's cheaper to keep the wife. I don't want to get a divorce. It's less hassle. Well, whose happiness is that? Not yours, not theirs, not nobody's. Like, why do we do the things we do, right? Who knows? All I know is that while I was going through some of these scenarios myself, whether it be work, whether it be hobbies, whether it be other passions, situations, people, right? In the last while, this song keeps popping up on the radio. Keeps popping up. And the song, it kind of goes like this. And now bear with me, and I know some of you are going to know right away where I'm going, but listen to the words, right? If you don't like what you get, why don't you change it? If your world is all screwed up, rearrange it. If you don't like what you see, why don't you fight it? If you know there's something wrong, why don't we right it? At the end, it comes down to your thinking, and there's really nobody to blame. When you feel that your ship is sinking and you're too tired to play the game, I just want to sing, you know what I mean? I just want to start singing. Nobody's going to help you. You just got to stand up alone. Okay, can't do it. Dig in your heels and see how it feels to what? Raise a little hell on your own. Sometimes you're meant to be on your own. I was feeling that, okay? And I didn't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. And I felt that for many years in my life. Why did I feel like I didn't want to be alone? Anyone? Anyone? Because I didn't like myself. I didn't love myself. This show is about happiness. And to get to happiness, you got to love yourself. And if you love yourself, why would you put yourself through the same thing over and over and over when it's not giving you what you think you need back or what you really do need back? And what you're getting is not what you think you should be getting, but you never think about it because it's just the way it is. Now, I know I've been down for a while, people. I hope I've given you something to think about. And what's that called again? Sunk cost fallacy. Okay? Just a different way of saying, what are you doing? Okay. So, on my hiatus time, I have realized some things and I have started to feel some groovy thoughts about different ways of doing different things because everything that I had thought where everything was going has now changed. And that's okay. It's probably for the better. And if not, it'll come back to what it was. But in the meantime, I'm focusing where I can on what I can. Now today's the first time I got this out on from my camera, so I'm pretty damn proud. Woohoo! I'm going to continue on with my weekend. I hope this is like a little update for you that you enjoyed. I'm looking forward to the future. It's going to bring a lot of different things, music, other visions, other stories, and I'm very, very excited, looking forward to it. So I'm working on that. Don't forget to do a good deed, eh? I keep forgetting about that shit. It's good stuff. I don't forget. I do good deeds. I forget to remind you. Love ya. Be fair. Be square. Have a great day. Yeah, bye.